How's it going, people? So I just wanted to make a quick video today about my past as an actor because a lot of people have asked me, you used to be an actor, what happened? Why are you not doing like theater stuff like musical theater? And it is true, I have had a past as an actor. I did go to acting school, acting classes. I have been on stage. And basically, the more I did that, the more I attended these acting classes, I was in contact with a lot of teachers who were also actors themselves. Like one of my favorite teachers, he was this Australian guy. He was in his 50s. That guy was one of the most amazing actors that I've ever met in real life. Like when he got up on stage, he dominated the stage. It was his. He owned it. And I remember thinking, wow, this is magnetic. This is hypnotic. I would love to be able to do this full time. But what happened was I also looked at him and I thought, this guy is one of the most talented people that I know in real life. And he's in his 50s. He lives in a two-bedroom flat somewhere in Croydon. He's basically broke. He's been doing this his whole life. He was a theater kid, as he called himself. He was a theater kid. So basically, at 7 years old, or whatever, 11, he got into theater and he kept doing it throughout his whole life. That became his main profession. He didn't do anything else. And so basically, I got to see what a life dedicated to being a stage actor, from as early on as you can get, all the way up until nearly retirement. I got to see where that road leads from beginning to end. So he was now in his 50s, therefore, he wasn't like, I don't know when he's planning to retire, but he's not young anymore, right? And this guy was still broke. He was one of the most fun people that I've ever hung out with, and he's super inspiring. He was a super inspiring guy, and I loved being taught by him and being his student. But I was looking at him and thinking, man, this is depressing. Like, is this what awaits me if I were to pursue theater full time? And the truth is, yes, that is what awaits you. Um, and so, as much as I love being an actor, I also love nice things. Like, I like having a bit of money to do nice things with. And so, slowly, I began to realize that theater for me would be a luxury. Like, guys, if I was rich right now, I'm not doing bad, but if I was like a decamillionaire. So if I was a decamillionaire who could forever retire and never have to do anything ever again, you best believe I'd be on stage every single week. Because at that point, I've got the luxury of time that I don't need money in return for. But since I'm not yet a decamillionaire, I have to also think of acting as a business. So what can I do as an actor that's a bit more scalable, that isn't limited to just the 100 to maybe 1,000 people that are in the theater at that time? Because that's the problem with theater acting. It's not very scalable. Like, whatever the capacity of your theater is, that's the maximum number of people that are going to see you that night. Whereas with things like film or online content, you've got virtually unlimited reach. You can make a video, it can go viral, and you can have millions of people see that. You don't have that option with theater. So in business terms, theater is a luxury that I love but cannot afford to do because it's just not scalable enough at this point. Will I come back and do it full time once, I'm more established business wise? Yeah, for sure. I would love to. That's theater for me is just life concentrated. I think I stole that quote from my teacher as well. So theater is life concentrated. Think of all the breakups and all the heartbreak and all the highs and the lows you've ever had. And think of all the days in between those high intensive emotional moments. You don't remember the days in between, but that's the days in between where just doing your routine, going to work, those are 95% of your life. Theater takes that away and just gives you the 5%. So it's life concentrated. It's life at a high peak. And that's why I love it. And movies movies are as well. But I would love to just do theater, if I'm being honest. It's just the purest form of acting there is. There's no do-overs, there's no redos, no retakes. If you mess up, you've messed up. So you got to be able to roll with the punches, being the moment. So that's why I love it. But money-wise, it's just not great. I've seen my teachers, like the theater actors, they're just kind of broke. And like I said, I'm not planning on being broke. So that's what happened to my pursuit of theater. Although I will say that in training for theater, I've gotten some amazing skills as an actor. Like, it's taught me how to dominate the space, how to be still, sit in your shit is a quote that my teacher used to love. And I've borrowed that. So whenever you're uncomfortable, just don't try and fidget, don't try and worm your way out, just sit in the discomfort, because that's what makes the intensity be present. And yeah, man, I would love to do more theater, but I've seen the career sort of progression, what that looks like, and it's not great. Let's just say it as it is. So, you know, being the business-minded individual that I am, I decided to put that on the back burner for now, but I do plan on returning to it, just to be clear, if life allows it. But then again, so do I plan on returning to being a guitarist or being a surfer or being a snowboarder. Like, there's like a million things that I've done a bit of and that I would love to do more of. But you only have so much time and you've only got one life, so you gotta be clever. You gotta put the things that are gonna make you money first. And yeah, I'm happy to bring what I've learned from theater onto the small screen, onto YouTube, onto TikTok, and onto my dating and approaches, and my approach to dating and cold approach as well, because that's had a big impact on me, the way that I do cold approach. Like, whenever I do a bad approach is when I would also do a bad scene. I'm just not present in the moment, I'm not breathing correctly, I'm not holding posture. And whenever I do a good approach, that's when I'm also aware that if I had been doing a scene, this would have gone well, the take would have gone well. It's amazing the crossover that I find between dating and theater. Life is theater, so that's why I love it so much. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.